The year was 1975. The Lutz family, excited to start fresh, moved into their dream home in Amityville, Long Island. It was a beautiful Dutch colonial. The price was unbelievably low. They thought they found the perfect place. What they didn't know was that this house held a dark and terrifying secret, a horror that would soon consume them. 1 year earlier, the house witnessed a gruesome tragedy. Ronald DeFeo Jr. shot and killed 6 members of his own family in the dead of night. The murders sent shockwaves through the community. Now, the Lutz family was about to find out if the evil that took the DeFeo family truly left the house. At first, the Lutz family experienced only happiness in their new home. George and Kathy Lutz were excited to raise their 3 children there. They felt lucky to have found such a steal. Little did they know that this feeling wouldn't last. An oppressive darkness soon descended upon the house. The family became prisoners in their own home. Strange and eerie events began slowly. Doors slammed shut on their own. Foul odors like rotten eggs permeated the air. The Lutz family tried to ignore these occurrences. They convinced themselves it was just the old house settling. They were wrong. The paranormal activity was just beginning. It would soon escalate into something far more sinister and terrifying. As the days turned into nights, the paranormal activity intensified. George woke up every night at 3:15 a.m., the same time Ronald DeFeo Jr. committed the murders. Kathy had vivid nightmares plagued by visions of the DeFeo family's demise. Their worst fears were becoming a horrifying reality. The children, especially the youngest daughter, Missy, began acting strangely too. Missy spoke of an imaginary friend named Jody. She described Jody as a demonic pig with red eyes. This terrifying entity seemed to only appear to Missy. George, once a loving husband and father, underwent a chilling personality transformation. He became withdrawn, irritable, and aggressive. The family dog wouldn't stop barking at invisible entities. The once welcoming house had transformed into a breeding ground for fear. The Lutz family found themselves trapped in a nightmare. Cold spots settled over certain areas of the house. These were not just cold drafts. These were areas where the temperature plummeted, sending chills down their spines. The air grew thick with dread. One night, in a horrifying display of paranormal power, Kathy levitated off her bed. She floated in mid-air as an unseen force held her captive. Desperate, the Lutz family called in a priest to bless the house. As the priest chanted, he was overcome by an unseen force. He fled the house, his hand blistered and a look of sheer terror in his eyes. After 28 terrifying days and nights, the Lutz family could take no more. They fled their dream home, leaving all their belongings behind. The house stood silent once more, a monument to fear and the unexplained. The story of the Amityville horror became a media sensation. Books were written, movies were made. But the question remains, was the Lutz family's account a hoax or a real encounter with the paranormal? Even today, the truth remains elusive. The Amityville horror continues to fascinate and terrify, a chilling reminder that some mysteries may never be solved.